the popularity of CBD and CBCs on the market, it was brought up to me several times by patients and in the industry at how individuals responded differently when they would take a CBD as an example. Even opioids, medication, hydrocodone as an example. And the differences were dramatic. Some people would take CBD and not notice any difference or any change, where others would feel a response. The same thing occurs with any type of opioid drug. Hence, we see addiction rates that go up. As an integrated practitioner and being involved in biochemistry, I decided to look at what the differences were on why people weren't responding like one group would, and one subject would not respond in the same manner by taking a CBD. I then discovered a fault on a transmembrane, and without getting too specific, there are two receptor sites that we look at known as opioid receptors. There's delta and mu receptor sites. These are the targets for the opioids and CBD. Consequently, what we do is through this response, we can modulate something called enkephalins. And enkephalins are basically components, peptides, basically, that essentially modulate pain. And in doing so, with finding this fault and understanding the fault through research and medical monographs, I was able to decide on targeting these receptor sites. And this is very important science, and I want to get this out there because it's relatively new. Is rather than focus on the opioid or the CBD component, we want to focus on its target cell to make them more efficient at receiving these components. Therefore, if we could do so, we could even the playing field on why some people wouldn't feel a response on a CBD and others would. Well, now we have a dramatic clue in why this is occurring, and it has to do with a fault on a transmembrane. And that transmembrane communicates from the outside of the cell of the receptor site to the inside of the cell. This product, the higher compound, is specifically designed to address that process, and it does so by amplifying the receptor sites. And that's the premise that we've seen, and so far we've seen it work efficiently as far as increasing the efficacy of taking any opioid or CBD. Using this thus far in animals has been even more promising because we see the pain modulating effects on decreasing pain. We have a higher compound plus that has incorporated CBD along with this process, so no longer is CBD needed to take in an isolated form. We have two processes. We have one that's independent without CBD, and then we have one, the plus, with CBD included. The reason this is important as well is not just for pain modulation through enkephalins. It is discovered that something called enkephalins is effective to some degree at potentially inhibiting cancer growth, and it does so by attaching to the opioid receptor site within or on the cancer cell. And this is really exciting news. If we can terminate the mutation rate of cancer, I think that's a given. Another process that we're seeing that is effective with this is slowing tremor results with people with familial tremors, an example, or Parkinson's. So this is really exciting for us. This new process that has been designed and patented is something that should change the market when it comes to CBDs or opiates or even opiate addiction.
Be sure to visit mehanformulations.com to check out all of the other items in the BioFactor X line.